kick out at 2.
Okay, first of all, we're here. It's Kick Out at 2 with Nick and Brian and Brynn for episode 35 of Kick Out at 2.
I think we're episode 6.
It's not episode 6. It feels like episode 6 because it might be the worst podcast ever because I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I try to, like, every time I try to make one thing better, like my video has been terrible. It's been awful. And so I found a way to use my phone to operate the video. Okay. And it's so much worse. Like, Brynn logs on, we lose Brynn's audio or my audio or somebody's audio goes down and it ruins the whole thing. I wish we had somebody that could just handle this. Like, I wish I was already rich and could just pass this along to some goober to set up for me, like Rogan does. All these other, like, they're not doing any of this. They had money and they were like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do a podcast. And they already had guys to do all this shit for them. And us, no, it's just me. Your local moron bus driver is running a podcast. That's all this is.
So, correction, 3 hours, not 2.5 hours of you just trying to figure out technology and bitching about it.
I almost spit tequila out through my nose. Oh boy. Yeah. So
clearly,
are you drinking tequila just straight out of the glass like that?
Yes, ma'am, because my brother's father-in-law, who is the largest Mexican I've ever met, yeah, because he's taller than me. I've never met a Mexican man that was taller than me ever in my entire life. And this guy is like a good bit taller than me. And he told me, and I quote, Nick, tequila, frío. And frío means cold. But he didn't say it so nicely. He yelled it at me because we were drinking so much tequila. So back up, he doesn't speak English and I don't speak Spanish. But what my brother and his wife will do is they'll stick me and her father in a room together with tequila, and eventually we start talking to each other as if we can understand each other because tequila. I don't know why it works, but
wait, so is he there right now?
Is he here right now? No.
Yes, so why are you just drinking a full glass of tequila on a Tuesday night?
Okay.
It's Tuesday.
Right. Well, I will tell you. So I had a pretty unremarkable day at work being a bus driver today. Nothing special. Nothing super great. Nothing horrible. Very normal-ish day. I got home and Kelly was on her way back from like Baltimore or DC or somewhere like 3.5 hours away. And I was like, all right, well, I'll get started with dinner. Like, I can do that. Like, I can boil water for pasta and get started with other things that I'm okay at and leave the stuff she's better at for her. Agreed. So I did that. And halfway through, like, all the prep work, chopping stuff up and boiling water, I get an email reminder that I have a meeting with the 12th night, which is the booster club for the football team for Cullen's high school, where Cullen plays football. And for these big high schools, it does become a little political. Like, coaches know names based on what they see and what they hear, and parents they meet. And yes, they put the best players on the field. That's first. But to even look at a kid, it helps to have his name out there. And I want them to raise all the money they can raise. And I want to be helpful generally, except for days where I don't remember that I have a meeting to go to, which was today. So I whirlwind through making all of dinner because I got to leave like 5 minutes after Kelly gets home. So Kelly gets home. She actually helps with like the last 10 minutes of making dinner, which was like the most difficult part. Well, thank God she was there for, because I would have burned the house down. And then I eat.
You're making hot dogs?
Yeah. How'd you know? No, we weren't. We were making fettuccine Alfredo with Alfredo sauce from scratch, and we were making thin cut ribeye steaks because that's what we can afford in this economy. Thanks, Joe Biden. So I still blame him. He can't find me. You know what I mean? Joe can't do nothing to me. You know what I mean? Like, he's the guy. Like, how would he know? He don't even know who he is. So
that's brother on your man's.
I know. We'll get to
All
the
I'm saying
news. We will get to the
all
news
I'm saying
later.
is
So
card.
we get dinner made, and I eat too much, too fast, which is typically what I do. But then I just up and run out the door to this meeting. The meeting was way longer than it normally is in a super hot high school classroom, and I was one of 4 people there. And in this meeting, they're like, "God, you too." And it's me and this other mom that I've known the entire time Cullen's played football. And he, like him, Cullen and this lady's son, they're good friends. They do weightlifting together and all this stuff. And the president or whatever she is of this organization just looks at us. He goes, "You guys are great. Because it's only the 4 of us, we can't like vote on stuff for the organization. We can't do. They have all bylaws and stuff. There's rules." I was like, "No, I don't like rules." And they're like, "Well, we're trying." I was like, "Okay, we'll see." She goes, "Well, you guys are here."
Wait. How often do only 4 people show up at this meeting?
So this is the first time it's happened. Usually there's between 10 and 20 people at any given meeting. So
Okay.
like a lot of, there are a good amount of parents. There's like 5 or 6 board members for this organization, and they all have like specific roles and things they have to do. And then a bunch of other people show up. And I usually go at just about all of them. I think I've gone to all of them this year. Did we finish up? And this lady's like, "Hey, to make things easier, next week we'll vote, and we're just going to make you 2 board members." And I was like, "Ooh, no, 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 I don't want
Yeah,
that."
remember.
And they're like, "Yeah, but you're here anyway, so we'll just put you in." I was like, "No, but and so
No.
like Bryn
No.
knows and Brian knows about these kids and their activities and sports and stuff, and it's like I want to help, I do, but I don't want to help at the same. Like I wanted to go
Why
home.
are you why? This is your problem. So your
I
problem is
know,
that you're not listening. I got great advice when I was younger from my father, and he said, if you don't try and help anybody or you don't expect anything from anybody, you'll never be tied up and you'll never be let down.
right? No,
And it's the truth.
he's 100% right,
Your
and
whole day today ruined for
right,
life.
right. So like I I would have gone. Like they need people to like donate money to stuff. I would have gone and bothered like every time I would go into any business, I bother them. I don't care. Like I'll do it anyway, just if it comes to mind, I'll do it. But now it's like a job. And I think when we started this podcast, I was so proud of a new thing I was doing, which was telling people no. And
Wait,
Yeah.
I think I
are you
stopped.
telling me are you telling me that you're picking up another position that doesn't pay any money? Are you hey, are you is that what you're trying to tell us? Hey, guys, since we started this job that I have that pays nothing, I've added a bus driving job, and now I'm on the verge of adding a third job, and that job also pays nothing.
Well, the bus driving job pays money. Like,
I'm not saying the
yeah,
bus
that
driving
one
job
pays.
doesn't. I'm
But
saying the board of directors or whatever the hell that is, and this thing doesn't pay any money, and you're telling us, "Hey, guys, I'm aggravated because I'm picking up another job that doesn't pay money."
because and I told them, they were like, "What do you want your title to be?" I was like, "I don't want one. I don't want one." They were like, "Well, we have to put something on." I'm like, "Put sucker, please, because that's what this is. I'm a sucker. Thank you."
Why can't all this be done on a Zoom call?
Oh my God. I walked in and I was the third person to walk in late. I was 3 minutes late for a meeting at 7 p.m. in a place it's at the high school that our kids all go to. I walk in late and I said, "Point of motion." I don't know what that means. Uh, this was better. This was probably better done like from my living room. And they're like, "You wanted us to come to your house?" And I was like, "No, I wanted to be in my living room and you in yours, and none of us have to have pants on. You understand? Like we can do
I
this. It's
mean, probably
2026."
could
Well, now that you're a board member, you can make these rules.
yeah, yeah,
Also,
You've got
can
control.
you think I can fire board members?
no,
No.
I think you have to vote to fire them, but you
no,
can make rules.
yeah. So, yeah,
Yep.
I mean, welcome to 2000 and friggin' 17. Get on Zoom and have it. Why are you having people come to a school to do a meeting that can be done on Zoom? And if you can't do it on Zoom, well, then you can't come to the meeting, like because you're living under a friggin' rock.
Right.
Come on, what are we
Well,
doing? You know what I mean? What are we doing?
Especially
got a point.
for 4 fucking people. Like, for
Yeah,
4 people that were on a Zoom call together 2 weeks ago. I was like, "Guys, this is better.
yeah.
This is better from my living room." And they were like, what do you mean?" I was like, "No, no, please don't tell me you don't know that we were on a Zoom call together. We were. I saw you. We were all on video. I saw your faces. I saw your stupid faces."
I
Oh.
don't know these people, but I hate them so much for being so stupid and
So,
helpless. Like,
so
what is wrong with you? How the hell are you gonna expect all these people to come do there's no life that's not life anymore. It's not
so do you
1950.
are you telling me you guys don't
Like,
wanna come to trivia night to support the
no,
North Bend High School?
no. But if there is a link, I would love that link so I could tell these people what I think of them.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Mhm. Yep.
Mm.
And then I can scream, vote Perloff and get off the link.
Yeah. And then would
That's
they fire me, you think? If my friend
no, because
said
No,
such a thing?
they only have 4 people showing up.
you only have 4 people, and it doesn't pay, so you don't get fired from something that doesn't pay.
Oh, I could just not go.
You just don't do it anymore.
Right, I can just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Alright.
can't
Okay,
I
okay.
bet that's not gonna happen.
No, of course not, because I'm a sucker, but it is there. If it's
Right.
too much, I can stop. I'm not I don't have to. This is the only thing I feel like I have to do. This.
you don't.
No, I don't have
This
to,
is the
but
only thing this is your priority.
yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. This is the only thing I have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is the only thing you
and
have to do. That's
drink
all.
this tequila. Now, not my favorite tequila. Not. I wouldn't buy it again. I don't even
Is
know what
it,
it's
like,
called.
chill?
Yeah.
Just warm?
No, it's Frio. Oh my god. Frio means cold in Spanish. That's what
Oh,
Javier told me,
okay.
Frio. Yeah. So, anyway, that's yeah. So that's why I'm drinking tequila on a Tuesday night. Um,
Right.
Huh,
Because you tried to help people and they ruined your day. And then they asked
uh,
you to double down more, even more,
even more,
and
many much more.
many much more,
Yeah.
which is insane.
All right.
Aw,
So
like, stop, stop.
wait, this
Mm,
actually
what's that?
feeds into something else um, that you know already, but Bryn doesn't know, and I'm sure she's gonna have to know. Brian, I'm gonna need you back up here probably in a week or two because hopefully Margaret will be back at Nino's and we can finally have our little sit down. And I know I got the day off next Friday, and maybe we'd do a thing. So our friend Margaret Bryn over at Nino's Pizza has been out of commission with some kind of health issue. I wouldn't tell you if I could, but I can't. So it's a non-issue. Um, but she has not been available, and I only bring it up because she's on the list of people to call for this
right.
like donation thing because Nino's is like a staple of the town, and she's been out of commission, like it fairly serious. So from
Hmm.
what I understand, they were closed today and tomorrow and opening back up
Oh,
Wednesday. Now,
no.
I doubt she's there Wednesday. I just think they need, like, they can only do so much without her. They really need her there. So, um, Brian and I went there to have lunch and bother Margaret. I mean, hang out with Margaret, and she wasn't there. And we kind of found out together at the same time, like, there's something serious going on. And they are the official, unofficial sponsor of the Kick Out of Two podcast. So we have to make sure that Nino's keeps this thing rolling. With no Margaret, there's no Nino's. So their social media has
Right.
been dead for like 2 weeks. And I don't remember. I think Brian, I think you brought it up first. Like, what's going on with Nino's? Because you haven't been like saucy talking
Br
Nino's
Brian's
on
not
social
getting
media.
any DMs.
No, none.
Yeah, so it might be 70 degrees down here, Bren, but it's so cold all of a sudden.
Ice. Oh. Oh, well, that's sad. I hope she gets better. Hope she feels better soon.
Yeah, right? Did you call them and check in with them at all?
Uh,
I guess not because they were closed.
yeah, no. So the last time I talked to them was when you were here. So
Oh, okay.
so Brian came up, Bryn, because I don't know if you know this, but we're on YouTube now. So you're definitely going on the internet again. You
Yeah.
were on the internet already on YouTube for like 14 minutes, but I uploaded an episode that was 14 minutes of us talking uh, badly, mind you. Like I was not good that day. Like it was the day I was like bleeding
Oh,
and
I was not well either.
right. So then for no reason, the screen just goes black for I don't know, an hour.
All black, just
Okay.
a tiny,
It was
tiny,
not online.
yeah, just a
Barely.
tiny, tiny little show logo.
So
Like it was if you have public television as the bottom rung, this was like 5 feet of dirt below that, and then us.
right.
Pretty
So like
Oh,
you know
yeah,
how you have people in
pretty
your
great.
life that like they're your biggest critics, but out of like a good place, out of a loving place, but they criticize
right.
you hard because you're better than what you're giving. Well, I was sitting at the table with both of mine, Brian and my wife. Like they are sitting, they have it. We have this TV in the kitchen on the wall, and Kelly thinking she's doing like a really proud wife moment thing. She's going to show Brian because Brian doesn't listen to or watch the podcast ever. He had no idea we were even on YouTube until he's sitting at our kitchen table. And so Kelly picks an episode, and I was super excited because it was the one I had the thumbnail with you in your judge robes. And I was like, oh, look how clever I am. And Kelly puts it on, and she fast forwards, and there's nothing. And then I had those two just relentlessly telling me what they thought about me in that moment, which was all deserved. It was all deserved, but it was
Yeah.
brutal.
Oh, poor
Um,
Nick.
I mean, to really sum it up, Kelly and I called him an asshole for 45 straight minutes. Like, every which way you can. Yeah. Couldn't do it all your time working? What are we doing here? Huh? Tough, huh? Crazy. Like, it was just burying him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
5 minutes.
Well, I'm not sad that that one is not on because I was in interesting shape that day.
Well, you're always
Mm.
doing
The
this
one that I'm
from
on,
bed. So, I mean,
I know because I don't have anywhere to go. I have like a little tiny baby house. There are children in the shower. There's people around. It's just weird.
mm,
Like I have to like hide in my room. I have nowhere to go.
I got
I have a husband sleeping in the basement. Like
where he
that kind of
belongs.
thing. Yeah, but there's nowhere else in my little tiny 2 by 2. So I just sit in my bed. It's where it's comfortable
Yeah, you do your podcast where you make judgments.
in my bed.
Right.
Hey, Brent, so I'm actually glad you're on the podcast this week because I have a question for you. So
Okay.
at the end of May, I am going to Ibiza, right?
Okay.
And so
Tell her where it is.
tell
I
people
don't know
then.
where it is.
Oh, it's in Spain.
Hmm.
I've heard of it before, but I don't know where it
She's
is.
so pretty.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
so pretty.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. It was in
Not
the
tonight.
J-Lo song. That's how she knows about it.
Right.
Oh yeah, I know. No, like the TikTokers, they go there
Yeah.
for
Yes.
like brand deals. Yeah.
Mm, so
You're welcome.
I'm going there at the end of May. I have never like this pale fat ass can't just go the way it is now. So if I were to do a spray tan before I
Oh,
go,
you're
how
gonna get
far out do I
fried.
need how far out do I need to start on that?
Wait, are you trying to get like a base so you don't get fried, or are you just trying to look like you belong? A little
Well,
bit.
I clearly will not look like I belong at all. I'm 45 years old. I feel like I'm 60, so that's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna try and not look like Casper the Ghost on there and stand out like an absolutely
I
sore
think
thumb.
I think you can like I honestly had never had a spray tan before. I only go like actual like old school tanning where it like wrinkles your skin and I love every minute of it.
Well,
Um
Hell
I
yeah.
brought that up as an option, and people told me with your pale Irish skin, you would be riddled with cancer. I'm never doing it before. Riddled. Like the moment you get out of that bed, right to the emergency room. Like,
Well,
you
okay. Well, yeah, they have, like, different beds that you can go in at different times. So you would start at a low level and work your way up. However, I do think that, if you do a spray tan, you can, like, do it in, like, segments, I think, like, 2 weeks out. Like, you do, like, go one day, I think you wait a couple days, and you go another day, I think. Why don't you
Wait,
call the place and ask them?
wait a minute.
because
Wait a minute.
I don't trust people.
When are you going to Ibiza?
End of May.
If I come to North Carolina, can we apply your first round of spray tan? Me and Colin. We'll come down there and we'll start you on your journey.
You can't. I thought you can't come down because you signed up to do some sort of dinner for the football team or
Nope.
whatever. You're
It's March, buddy. Football doesn't start for several months. No. We
oh,
can
So
do this. We can come down there.
yeah, but
We'll
what if
take
I do it? But I have to do it closer to when I actually go.
yeah,
but you
you
have to
don't start it,
start
like, now. You
not
start it,
now.
like
Well, look, if
Mm,
he's going at the end of May, you're saying he should start and gradually get to where
if
he
he
wants to
went
be.
real tanning, he would start now. If he goes spray tanning, you have to do it closer to the time.
right. So I'm going on May 30th. So I should probably start on May 10th, maybe.
I'd say, like, 2 weeks before,
I'll be
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
from what I've heard,
Okay.
I'm booking
Okay.
the
but I don't really have
fucking
spray tan.
car. I'll be in the car. I'll get in the car. Yeah, I'm in. I'm
I'll
in.
get the car.
I don't care. Right?
Are you gonna videotape?
I mean, it's an hour.
Yeah. Yep.
It's an hour flight. It's not like you're flying San Diego to come down here, right? Like
Right,
you
but
could be.
To watch a spray tan.
you are missing the point. I'm not worried about the time of the flight, Brian. I'm worried about the fact that I now have several jobs that don't make money and a bus driving job that makes some money. So, like, I can't be spending Kelly's money on flying to North Carolina. I gotta hoof it. Like, she might want me to bicycle myself down there. Like, no, you're not spending money on gas. Take the bike. That's Cullen's bike. It's 4 years old. I don't care. Yeah. No.
Mhm.
Just don't worry about how I'm getting there. I'm gonna get there. Yeah, and we're gonna see Boris. Boris, hello, friend.
Maybe.
Yup.
Maybe we would do that. Maybe we should probably do that. Or end up
Now,
hightailing out of here. You know what I mean?
I should still come
Do an
down for
episode
spring
down
break,
here.
right? I should come down for our spring break.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna be here.
Oh,
I'm taking the kids to a spa in Tennessee.
Dang,
Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
taking your kids to a spa? Like, are they, like, high school kids?
Yeah, 15 and 13.
I mean, is this like
Damn,
super exclusive, or like
unusual.
should I pack up Cullen and come to that spa?
I don't know
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean,
can.
like,
Again,
do you
bus
need,
driver
like,
money, but like,
someone to chaperone? I'm in.
Do I need somebody to drive me there? Like,
I don't like driving. I'll chaperone.
yeah, Bryn doesn't drive. Bryn doesn't drive. She
I can drive. I just don't like driving that much.
local driving only.
I
Right.
do a lot of local driving.
Yeah.
I know.
God.
I know. That's a
Uh,
whole other subject.
Right. So first,
Oh my.
before I go anywhere with Brian, I'm actually going out with Brian's mom and brother for St. Patrick's Day on Saturday. We're doing a bar crawl in Lansdale.
Fun.
Just to drive away, Bryn.
Fun.
It's a local drive, Bryn.
We're going to our own St. Patrick's Day parade, Nicholas,
Oh, that's right.
that we had such a great time at like
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah, but you got to remind me of things like that. Otherwise, I'm not going to come.
I know. Sorry. It's been a
Yeah, they had
couple
a
weeks.
huge St. Patrick's Day parade in York, Pennsylvania for a really small town of York, Pennsylvania. So, like, it feels way bigger than it is. And
Mhm.
a lot of drinking going on. Like, I don't know if you know this, but
Yeah.
there's not a ton of stuff to do in York, Pennsylvania. So,
What?
yeah. So, a lot of drinking.
Come on now.
Probably.
Wait a minute. Are there a lot of Irish in York, Pennsylvania, or are there just a lot of drunks?
Yes.
There's a lot of people that pretend to be Irish on Saturday, this coming Saturday.
But,
Gotcha.
The
Bryn?
one parade.
Well, Bryn, your mom is 100% Irish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bryn is.
I'm pretty much all Irish.
Yeah, Bryn's like 1,000% Irish.
Clearly not if she's using tanning beds.
Well, she started when she was like
I
4,
take my
so
time and
yeah,
yeah, I started when I was like 15.
yeah, right. And she doesn't
So
care. She doesn't care if the tanning bed gives her cancer because in our family, everybody gets cancer. Everybody.
you're gonna
It's
get the
not
cancer
right.
anyways.
It's not how did you get cancer? It's just a ticking time bomb of you're definitely dying of cancer. It's just when and where. That's all. So, yeah, right. You just have to not care about that stuff anymore. You're going to be fine, Brian. Go to the tanning bed. Start right now. Yeah. Spring break in a tent. They probably
So
have a
real quick,
tanning bed
a
at the spa.
story about the St. Patrick's Day parade, not the one you were at, Nicholas, but I think it was the year or two before the kids were little,
Yeah, it was
and
probably
we were at
lame.
the parade, and some vendors going around with a cart selling like flags for the kids. So Colin's like, "Hey man, can I get like 4 of them for the little kids?" Guy's like, "Yeah, $25," and Colin's like, "No freaking way, I'm paying you $25 for a freaking Irish flag." And he's like, "All right," so he knocks it down to like 15, gives them 4 flags. The kids are all out there, like, you know, and we get back to the house, and Rich is like, Rich wasn't with us, and he met us there, obviously.
Right.
Um, he's like, "Why the hell do you have those?" I think it was Nigerian flags, maybe. And he's like, "It's very similar to the Irish flag." And he's like, Colin's like, "What do you mean, man? I bought all these flags, like the parades for the kids." And Rich is like, "Dude, they're like Nigerian flags." So he spent 20, he had no idea. We're Irish.
Yeah.
And he bought all these Nigerian.
That
This guy's just out there selling Nigerian flags to people because we're
so
dumb. We're all
yeah,
dumb
right.
people.
But like if you met Colin and for reference, Colin's like 6'6", and
Yeah,
his hands
5.
are just massive. Like if if he put his hand up against my face, it would take my whole face and then curve around my head. Like he is a monster. And I could not imagine telling Colin he bought the wrong flag. Nope. I would let that demon lie right where it is.
He was
Like,
like,
no, you're good. Yeah,
he's like,
great,
"No way, man."
great Irish flag. But that also speaks to the fact that Bryn's husband, Rich, um, was probably not as drunk as the rest of them because he probably just had a couple of like weird IPAs sitting at home because he doesn't go to
Yeah,
things. Did we discuss this already? I feel like this needs discussing. Bryn's husband is a super
maybe.
fun guy to hang out with, but he does not go to stuff like big family events. Nope. Like we went to York for a surprise 40th birthday party for Bryn, his wife. And about 20 minutes into the party after she got there, he was like, "Hey man, you want to go to this brewery down the street that I know?" And I was like, "Yep."
Yeah,
And we left.
yep.
Now, I'm not in
Story
trouble
of my life.
because I checked with my wife and she said, whatever, I don't care. But her husband just leaves shit, like leaves family gatherings to the chagrin of the older generation, right? Like my mom, her parents, they get
Oh yeah,
crazy about it.
they
And
get
we're
very angry.
like Bryn's like, huh, whatever. Like I'm doing my thing, he's doing his thing. It's fine. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I don't know. I treat him like I treat people that like aren't around often. That like they should be around more often, but they're not. And I'm like, look, I'm just gonna enjoy the time that they're here because they're fun to be around. And then when they're not here, not gonna worry about it. So for him to tell Colin that he bought the wrong flag is kind of crazy because Colin is a wild person. Like he turns into a full Captain Caveman after
It was
several
good.
drinks.
It was hilarious.
Like, I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't have. I would have
yeah.
let that lie. Like, yes, great Irish flag, Colin. Good job. Way to buy the kids cool Irish flags. Let's throw them away now.
Oh my gosh. Well, then Colin was really upset because he also likes to save money, and he spent money on these freaking
Well,
Nigerian
that
flags
was that was
that
problem
were
number
supposed
one.
to be Irish flags.
He would have done well with me being there because I've been like, absolutely don't buy these fucking flags. So don't do it.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, at the end of the day, he got fooled by the Irish. Guess what? Now you're officially Irish. Pretty much.
Oh my
It's
God.
what Irish is, being
Yep.
screwed by the Irish. So,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yep.
you're more
Well, that guy
than
selling the flags was not Irish. Oh no.
was he Nigerian?
Oh no. He was special. My, that's very dark.
Oh boy, that
Oh,
doesn't
Sorry.
make you guys look any better.
right?
Not at all.
Like
She was so
we're all
gross.
we're all buying things from special people. I'm driving a special bus. It's all good. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh
It's all
my.
good.
Sure, sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
it's all good.
Um, what else are we talking about? We were talking. What else we covering?
I have a couple things. I have a new thing that I love on social media. Do you want to hear about that?
Oh
I
boy.
love these.
Wait. Does it involve fake dolls?
No,
Okay.
it is
Does it
Disney
involve
related.
obese women? Does it involve
Oh
obese women
God.
in Disney World?
No.
Okay.
Agreed? Okay, here we
Is
go.
it is it one more, wait. Is it stories about Britney Spears being dead and now there's a clone Britney Spears?
No, I'm waiting for the news for that. Brian's
Oh,
news.
okay. All right,
Right.
go ahead.
So, no.
Okay.
And this is actually really quick, but on social media, I guess TikTok exclusively, I have been just there's two things on my TikTok reel. One is a guy chiseling a house out of a giant boulder in the middle of the Vietnamese jungle. I don't know why. I love it. I don't even know if it's Vietnamese. I just made that up. But he's chiseling with power tools a house out of a giant boulder, but actually several boulders. So like I don't know why, but I love it. And it's like, I don't know, it's cathartic. The other thing is the part I want to tell you, and that is these AI generated Pixar Disney trailers
Mhm.
that are so offensive and
Say
funny.
no more. Say no
I
more.
I love them so much. My favorite one, buckle up, is Single Mother. It is a woman who's just very loose, running around like, "Oh, I'm having so much fun. I'm so free. I'm so I'm so fresh." And then like fast forwards and she's just this giant on the couch with 5 kids going, "Why don't any men love me? Why can't I find a good man?" And then it cuts to Single Mother. I die
Oh my God.
laughing every time. Every time. It these things get me like they start and I cannot stop. I'm like, okay, we're gonna see this through. Done. Done. So
Like, I love that there's a certain part of society that is using AI to advance technology to make people's lives easier, and research and science and math and all these things and push evolution forward. And then we're just here watching a freaking Pixar trailers of
yes.
the worst things in society.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. 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 That's all.
It's
That's
like,
just like life
I
life
mean,
is life is
just
hard. Life is hard. Like I like we all like I mean, obviously I drive a school bus, it's the easiest job ever, but like I feel like for 25 years I worked hard and Brian works hard and Brian works hard and I know my wife works hard. Life is hard. And I think that AI doing that for us is exactly what we needed it to be right now. That being said, when there are robots to buy to put in your house to like clean and stuff, yup, I'm in. I'm in. Now, I will constantly be looking over my shoulder, but I'm going to have one of those cleaning robots. No.
but the kicker of it is if we were just smarter and didn't use it to watch Pixar trailers, well, easier, and we wouldn't have to work for the next
No.
25 years of our
Nope. Nope. I'm not buying
No,
that. No,
no.
there's plenty of smart people that can handle these things. No. And we are not them. We are not I'm not them. I'm not them.
Mm.
Brian, you took natural sciences in high school. I remember that. So I know you're not them. There are people that are smarter than us. They can handle it. We can do the Pixar movie trailers. Watch them, not
They
make them.
put 4 they spelled science with 4 E's in natural sciences.
And it was actually pronounced
That's
it was pronounced science.
science. Science, natural sciences.
The hottest girls in
Oh,
school were in
oh,
science class for sure. For
mhm,
sure.
and me.
And Brian.
Yep,
Yep.
yep. I was right where I needed to be.
Yep, but you didn't have the hair
It
yet
was,
now.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You had a
I mean,
buzz cut,
young and
Bryn.
stupid.
A buzz cut.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, for this huge Irish melon of a head, the worst thing you could have had was a buzz cut.
That's
Like
what
a
he had.
bowling ball going all the way.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Brutal.
Oh, my.
Yep.
It was
So,
brutal.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
so, ooh, I, so I spent the like you said earlier, I spent the week up in Pennsylvania running around like a maniac, and so now that I'm working remotely full time, uh, there's a bit of a back and forth with, the last few times up trying to figure out how do I work remotely while keeping my parents at bay, right? So, um, I came up with a plan this week or last week that I'm like, hey, I think this is pretty foolproof. So what I did was I went to one of the spare bedrooms, set up all my stuff in the spare bedroom, and then locked the door. And then for 8 hours, would just be in that room. That was it. Locked door. And you could hear them walking up. It was like, Dawn of the Dead, like walking up to the door, trying to come in here.
Ah.
Oh, he must be working. Well, they couldn't help themselves. They couldn't help themselves. So,
Oh.
like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, going great. Great. Plain worse. I came out. My mom is, and on top of all this, my mom is currently on steroids to figure as for a medication for her eye. So she's like bouncing off all the walls. And my brother's getting married, and so she's bouncing off all the walls and just talking about the wedding nonstop, right? To where my brother's fiance was nice enough to include the girls as maid of honors in the or not maid of honors in the wedding party, and so or bridesmaids in the wedding party. So she send them, I guess, like the new thing now is that like you send a box to your bridesmaids and then like all this crap in it, and then you open the box and it says, will you be my bride, whatever, right, will you join me out, whatever. So all theatrical because everything is wrestling now. So anyway, um my mom is holding on to these boxes, and she's holding on them for like a month, going crazy because she wants to give them to the girls, but she's waiting for Kevin's fiance to be on speakerphone or to be on FaceTime to ask them. So I finally get it all figured out, get them down to my parents' house. I get Kevin's fiance on the phone. She's FaceTiming the girls. She's talking to the girls. My mom brings the boxes out, and like she's so jacked up on steroids that my brother's fiance goes to ask them as they open up the box and it says on the box, and as they're opening the box, my mom already explodes. And it's like, yes, yes. And it's like, why stop? Like she's so just juiced. She's juiced. And so, the girls are excited but like his fiance trying to talk to the girls, but my mom is like carving into the whole conversation. Oh, blah, 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 like just and like screaming over everybody. I like grabbed her. I was like, "Mom, I'm like, stop talking." Like I literally just I'm like, "Stop talking." And she was like, "I'm just excited. I'm just excited." I'm like, "I know, but you got something to let the girls talk, right?" So then halfway through, she starts talking to his fiance about her wedding shower that she's gonna throw for her, and she starts telling his fiance, "Now listen, you can't have it in August, and you can't do this, and you can't do that." And I'm like, "Mom," I'm like, "Man, let's not get into the can'ts. Let's not like there's another time to have this conversation. That's not the way to have this conversation, and you're clearly on steroids, right?" Like, just I'm like, "Oh, like, we're not saying we can't, Mom. We're not saying you can't. You're saying you'll talk to Carly about figuring out a time that works for everybody." And she's like, "Oh, yeah, 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 but you can't." I'm like, "No, no, you can't." So it's like so that's what I lived with last week. So all week long, like I had the door locked, everything was fine. Friday, I worked from like 8 in the morning straight through to like 6:30 at night, and it was really intense time trying to finalize something with a client. So I get up for 10 minutes, get up, leave the bedroom, come back, get on a conference call with our customer support team in Germany. That's a conference call, it's a video call, so everybody's on the video. It's me and all these Germans, right? And then another project manager in the UK. Okay. So if you imagine it, where I'm talking now to where this laptop is, imagine a door right slightly off camera, right? Right slightly off camera, okay? I forget to lock the door, alright?
Ooh.
So I'm now in this call with the Germans and this one of the project manager in the UK, and we're all talking and we're all getting into this like project that we have to do, and we're hammering back and forth. And out of the corner of my eye, I see the doorknob slowly turn, and I'm in the
Like
middle
a
of
horror
talking.
movie.
So the doorknob slowly turns, and the door just creaks open just a little bit, right? A little bit. And in between, in that crack of the door, you start seeing, now I'm talking, you start seeing in the corner of my eye a box of supermarket donuts coming right at my face slowly. And my dad saying, Ryan, I got donuts. Like literally, like putting it right, like where my finger is right now, coming in, as you can. That's where the and I am like this, like almost like falling out of my seat, like trying to swat these donuts. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Swat these donuts out of screen with these people I just started working with a month ago that are all around the world.
Right.
And like I'm just
Oh
like,
my god.
right? Like I am like 95% of the week it worked, and that last 5% almost took the whole thing down.
Uh,
You know? And you're just like,
you know
it was just absurd. It was
you know what I've learned from
absurd.
this is I have to make your mom a cartoon version of your mom for our Instagram. Like I have to make your mom on steroids. Like you're telling the story,
You're
all
gonna
I'm
make
thinking of,
you're gonna make a Muppet Mags?
no, that's a cartoon. That's a Pixar
Okay.
cartoon mags to go with Pixar Big Poppy.
Okay.
Right. For the Insta. For
Yeah.
the Insta, baby. The social meds. Is
Right.
that what the kids say?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's the
Yeah.
yeah,
That
well,
that's like
um,
I'm always like what the kids are saying. I feel like such an old man because Cullen came up while you were here. Brian, Cullen comes up the basement steps. That's where the kids live, Bryn, in the basement where they belong. Cullen
Mhm.
walks up the steps. He's like, "Sup, goons?" And we all started dying laughing because we're 45 years old. Like we don't get talked to like that anymore in polite society. We get talked to like adults. And Cullen, a
right.
child who's bigger than Brian and almost bigger than me, is like, "Sup, goons?" And we're like, "Geez, what? What? No, no, no,
And you just
no."
took it. You just took it.
Right, we took it right on the chin. Yeah. Not to
No,
mention,
Right.
Brit,
no,
Exactly.
we weren't like, "Hey, we pay mortgages, sir."
yeah,
Right.
jerk.
We
Right.
have healthcare.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, it was fun. Um, are you gonna tell Brendan about your alternative name? What was it, your alter ego?
Oh God. Yes. Oh, hi, Cal. Does the cat need me?
Hi, Cal. Oh, the cat's still alive?
Oh, right,
Uh,
I know.
uh,
Jesus.
Bryn says hi, Cal. She says hi. Can't hear. But yeah, so we we got stuck in Vegas for 2 additional nights when we went out. One of those nights we went to
Yes.
Fremont Street, which is like Vegas worse, Vegas light. I don't know how you want to describe it, but like it's cheaper and there's more weird stuff, right? So anytime I see something weird on Fremont Street and somebody brings it to my attention, I go, "Oh yeah, that's just Fremont Street." Like, yeah, it's just a little weirder than regular Vegas. So we're sitting at this table and Kelly and I actually won a little bit of money. Not We didn't win what we lost in the first couple of days, but like we won a little bit. Like it was nice to win. It feels good to win. And at some point the pit boss, if you can call it that in Fremont Street, comes over and she's like, "Hey, you guys have won too much. You have to have players cards." And we're like, "Whatever." So we hand over
Oh.
our IDs and they do Kelly first, and Kelly comes back and her ID says Kelly, right? It's got her name on it. Look, there it is. So it has her name on it, which it's supposed to. Now, I blocked the last name. Oh, yours? No, I won't show yours. Mine, they give me back, and I look at it, and I'm like, what? What? And I realized this is the most Fremont Street thing I've ever seen. Now, I'm going to show you because my name's not even on it. Let me see if it comes through. Oh, it's not going to come through. Wait. It's not going to come through. Damn it. She tried to put my address in as my name. And poorly.
You can't put numbers.
So she puts Lapsdale Goo, Ath Street.
What?
Yep. Lapsdale. Now, I live in a town called Lansdale. So she put Lapsdale, meaning she spelled it wrong.
Right.
Goo. I don't even know where Goo. We know where Goo came from. But now I got Cullen running around this house calling me Lapsdale Goo. Because Kelly showed him the thing. So I have a Golden Nugget Players Club card that says Lapsdale Goo instead of my name. So if I go back to the Golden Nugget on the Fremont Street experience in Las Vegas, I'm going to hand over a player's card that says Lapsdale Goo, and they're going to say Mr.
Lapsdale Goo.
They're going to say Mr. Goo. I'm going to go
Mr. Goo.
That's me.
That's me.
What do you have?
Oh man. That's good.
Kelly's sending you the damn picture now of the thing, the Lapsdale Goo, so you can see it. But
Picture.
yeah, so I get the card and I look at it and I show it to Kelly and we laugh and then I go, "Yep, that's Fremont Street." Yep. That's exactly what you should expect from the other side of Las Vegas. It's not better, it's not worse. No, it's worse. It's markedly worse.
No, we went there. Remember when we were all there for our 40th birthday?
Where you took pictures with the woman in the wheelchair with a mask over her face and nothing over her top?
And her boobies hanging out? Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That big woman?
That's the one.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, because we flew in the night before, partied all night, got up early, and went right to Fremont Street.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Didn't shower or anything.
No, can't stop, won't stop. No, who's doing that?
Yeah, it was really special.
No,
Who's showering now? No.
Nope, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
So, yeah, the Lapsdale Goo.
Well, that's fun.
That's me.
She said to me.
My God.
Lapsdale Goo.
We got to get you a name tag on your
God.
as Goo.
That's pretty good.
Hello, my name is Goo.
I'll make a note.
Yeah, I got a name.
Muppet Nick.
Like my lanyard, you need a name tag. It says Goo. Hello, my name is Goo.
All right, fair enough. Done.
Kid,
I'll make it
I'm
happen.
gonna head out because I am still recovery from. Well, I had a stomach bug all weekend, and I am going on day 5 of being sober.
Oh,
Why?
Very strange for me. I know that's not like me.
Terrible idea.
Well, I guess it would be day 4. Wait,
Is
I
this
haven't drank since Friday night.
is this court ordered, Brynn? Is this court ordered?
No, I almost had a glass of wine tonight, but I decided not to. So, on that note, I've got to go to bed. That's why I refrain from having a glass of wine.
Fair enough. We'll talk about wrestling then, I guess.
Bye, Brynn.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
There it is. Bye. All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess we should talk about wrestling on wrestling podcast.
Yeah. So I definitely have one thing. I know I told you I had YMCA stuff I wanted to talk to you about from the gym. I have things, but the most wrestling thing at the YMCA is there's a guy that goes to my gym at the YMCA, and he looks like Frenchie Martin, who's ready to be in a 6-man tag match with the Rougeau brothers. He's got the beret, and then he's wearing the button-down, nothing shirt with tights underneath. He's wearing tights as pants. men
Mhm.
aren't supposed to do, and like with a beard, he looks like Frenchie Martin. Like he and the Rougeaus were going to go fight the British Bulldogs and the dog. You know what I mean? Like he looks like that guy.
Mhm.
And when I see him, I start to like giggle, and then he looks at me, and I'm like, oh right, like I'm the headlock E, not I'm the headlock not the headlock E, right? Like you're getting headlocked if you start something, buddy. Like I promise you. Like don't. You look ridiculous, I think. And I like start looking around the room, and everybody else is like, no, no, not me, not me. Don't look at me. I like it's weird because like all the cardio stuff at the Y, you were there, like it's all up on that second floor. And so like I'll start going up to the second floor, and then that guy starts coming into my field of vision,
Mhm.
and I'm like,
Mhm.
why are you? Like what possessed you? Like, listen, the tights, that's not for me. But if you're confident enough and you want to go to the gym in tights, like go ahead, dude. Like feel free. But then like a button down shirt. I don't uh, uh no one's wearing a button down shirt at the gym. Nobody. Don't nobody. And then a beret. Like I keep my hood up while I'm on the treadmill doing my walk just to keep some of the sweat from dripping down onto the treadmill. Other than that,
Okay.
I'm not wearing headwear, not wearing a hat, not wearing a bandana, none of that. Like I'm just no, I don't what are you talking about? Like this guy's wearing a beret. Did you hear me? A beret on
I
at
know.
the gym.
I just okay. I understand that. But do you understand now that you have gone from at the Y, Nick hates the homeless to now Nick hates the immigrants?
No, this is not an immigrant. This is
He's not a French immigrant.
no. This is
So now
a
just Nick hates.
I think we got there. Like I don't think it was going to take us this long, but yeah, Nick hates. There are a lot of things I hate. I like I just hate things that aren't me. You know what I mean? Like I know me,
In
I
your
understand
mind
me.
that you in your mind that you don't approve of, you hate.
Right. Right.
You don't have any space for hearing somebody out. You have no space
No.
for justification.
No.
You just hate them.
Hmm. We have a
Fair
mutual
enough.
friend that not only knows this about me, but I think she agrees. Like I think she's on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're all on board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you are too. Yeah. No, no. Like you know her way better than I do. And I think you know that she's on board.
Mhm,
Mhm. All right.
mhm,
Yeah. Right.
yeah,
Well, that's what
yeah.
best friends do.
So this is should just be titled, "Hey, here's something or someone else I hate at the Y."
I could go
I
on. I could go on
mean, I know
for
that
with that.
that could be a Nick's deep dive. Be like a two-part
Things I
special.
hate about the YMCA. But I could go on right now for another 30 minutes with just two things that I hate about the Y that I've
Yeah.
encountered
No,
this week.
no, no, no
You know
more.
about the
No
one.
more.
I text you about the one.
No.
In live action, I text you about the one. All right, so I told you about Frenchie Martin. Match ready
Um,
Frenchie Martin.
so speaking of former classic managers, that kind of leads me into something from this week for wrestling.
Yeah.
And I think it's weird that Demolition is getting inducted into the
Yes.
Hall of Fame without
Without
Mr. Fuji.
I agree. Now, is Mr. Fuji in there anyway?
I'm sure he probably is.
I think he
Also, like I've
is.
said before, it's not real, so it
Right, of
doesn't
course.
really
Yeah, it's not
matter.
a real thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I also
but
thought like I've been meaning to bring up Demolition for months. I'm talking about week 2 of the podcast. I thought about this thing about Demolition and I was like, I got to talk to the guys. It never came up. So they're going to the Hall of Fame and like part of me is like, okay, like I do remember them fondly. Like as a child watching wrestling, like, yeah, they were the good guys. And then sometimes they're the bad guys with Mr. Fuji. But like they were always, always into S&M. because that's what they were dressed
No,
like. Like, we
no.
watched
Why they no, no. Why they were dressed like that was because they were for years during that period, Vince McMahon was trying as hard as hell to get the Road
the Road Warriors.
Warriors,
Right, of course. But
and they wouldn't
they
go, so he made
he picked 2 fatty guys as opposed to the Road Warriors, which were monsters, and
right.
they wore black leather and masks and face
Yes,
paint, and that
yes.
as I got older, I was like, "That is definitely S&M type stuff." For sure, like, with a lot of straps and, like, LOD, Road Warriors, they wore trunks and then the spiky shoulder pads and then face paint, and that was it. These guys had on the weird straps and stuff. No, no, that was
No,
weird. That was some weird Vince McMahon stuff. That was some
it don't I mean, if you did that now, yes, it would be weird, but back then, like, first of all, I never they were never faces, they were heels, they were the top heel tag team of the '80s, they really were WWF, and it was all cartoons then, and so, like, you wanted them to look cartoonishly, like G.I. Joe and all the rest of them, like, face mask, loud, black, right? Could they have worn pants? Probably, but I don't think that back then you were really wearing pants.
could you have
Just the
found
Road
2
Warriors
guys
were.
in shape? Maybe.
Yeah, you could have, but I
Damn.
mean, they were also from Minnesota. The Road Warriors from Minnesota. Like it's
I
I
mean,
hear you. I just
I think that point makes it worse. Like, you picked these 2 guys from Minnesota who are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you look like that." And then you're like, "Oh, then there's these 2 guys from Minnesota," and you're like, "Jesus Christ, how what happened?" "Oh, we're the
the
same
crazy thing
age."
is that
Mm, yeah, Demolition's
the crazy thing
alive.
is that you look at them and you're like, you look at them and you're like, oh my god, like those 40-year-old men look terrible, and they were like 27.
Not only that, but them now, they probably look just as good as we do. So, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
yeah. Uh,
They
oh,
they were circus carnies for 30 years.
yeah, right. Doing
We didn't
all
pay to
kinds of
that.
like, I didn't have half the fun they had, and I still look horrible.
Mhm.
Like, I'm in the
Right.
gym 3 days a week doing actual work, cardio, and then weights, and then I, like, kinda eat pretty healthy for the most part, and then I drink a little, and I look horrible. And these guys have abused themselves in all the worst ways, and they're still alive. Like, they should
Yeah.
not be alive, and I am
No.
almost dead, and I'm
Yeah,
doing
like,
all
we're
these things.
barely hanging.
Right. Shit.
Yeah, yeah. No, I hate that Mr. Fuji's not involved because, like, every time I did a promo, like, Axe would scream at the camera, point at the camera, and then Smash would scream at the camera, and point at the camera, and then they would say at the very end, like, "And we have" and we're like, Mr. Fuji, like, "And Mr. Fuji's very sneaky plan." And Mr. Fuji's like, "Yeah, my very, very sneaky plan. Oh, sneaky plan." And then they would
And
leave,
Mr. Fuji
and
would
this
give you the date and the place and all that stuff. Like, if Steve was here, he would say, "Axe and Smash never sold anything. Mr. Fuji sold
right,
something in their promos." And he would not be
but
wrong.
what I'm saying is that every time the sneaky plan was just hitting the opponent with Mr.
With
Fuji's
his
cane.
cane. Yeah.
That was it. That was a
Yep.
sneaky plan.
Yep.
That's all it was. That's all it was a sneaky
But we
plan.
fell
Sneaky
for it
plan. It was
every
just a plan.
time, right? Like, we were like, "Oh, the Heart Foundation's gonna take the titles." No, they're not, because of
Every
Mr. Fuji's
time.
sneaky
So,
plan.
yeah,
Yep. I mean,
yeah. That's why I'm like, that's what made them awesome heels.
yeah, I feel
You're
like a
like,
guy
oh,
like
very hey,
but, like,
yeah,
if you put Fuji in with those guys, then you have to put Bobby Heenan with every guy that's in that was part of the Heenan family, including
no, you don't. I mean,
Andre.
Demolition, Mr. Fuji was a part of Demolition. You can't think of Demolition without Mr. Fuji. You're like as the 3 of them. I don't think you put Crush in with them.
No.
right?
Nope,
Like,
nope, nope,
no,
no, no. I don't
no.
think you put crush
But
in
I think
ever.
that no, but I think Mr. Fuji goes in with Mr. Fuji should be in with Demolition. Like, he was Demolition,
Well,
I
that's it.
think.
You heard it here
You know,
first,
I don't know.
folks. Brian,
I mean, first,
maybe
but
they will. Maybe they
listen,
will. Oh,
um,
that reminds me. I have a Nick's deep dive that I've been sitting on for months about Mr. Fuji. Months.
oh, yeah, that's right, we talked
Right?
about it.
We went down this path.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Let's do it next week. Let's do it next week so I'm fully
Right.
ready because I have to have it written down for me and I have to rehearse some stuff. But Mr. Fuji, who should be going in the Hall of Fame with Axe and Smash Up Demolition. He was the biggest prankster in the locker room in the 80s, maybe even the 70s. So probably the 70s more than the 80s. And some of his pranks, they call them ribs in wrestling, mom. Uh, some of his ribs were the craziest things you've ever heard. I mean, just please don't look anything up because I will tell you the five greatest Mr. Fuji ribs of all time, and they none of the five will disappoint you. I promise. I promise.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get
Yeah,
to that next
for
week.
next
Next
week.
week will be
Work.
my finally, I can delete this off my phone. The Mr. Fuji deep dive. Finally.
Mm,
After months. It will take
mm.
time. So just prepare
Um,
yourself. Like Bryn, get off. Now it's
the
time.
I watched Raw last night,
Yeah.
and it was terrible.
Yeah. Uh
The thing that here's the thing. Okay, well, first of all, I watched, like, I think the first 4 episodes of the 2nd season of that Unreal,
yeah.
and I gotta tell you, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins seem like together, they are unbearable to be
The
around,
worst. They're the worst.
right? They just seem like such an unbearable couple.
And you know what it is, right? Like they're married, so like you go home and that's your sounding board. So like, oh, everything sounds really good. And then you get together on the same show and you're taking that thing that sounded really good at home with your wife. And I don't know if you remember like asking your wife if such and such was a good idea, and she would tell you, and it turned out not to be the greatest idea. But that's what they're going through. Is that Seth Rollins is incredible at being a heel. He's so good at being a heel, and Becky Lynch is not. Becky Lynch is
Yeah.
really good at being a grudge match looking face. She
Mhm.
shouldn't be chasing a title. She doesn't need that. She's got all the accolades she needs, right? Like she's going into the Hall of Fame, as real as it is. But she doesn't need any accolades. She needs to build people. Like that's how she gets to the next level. Seth Rollins is still a top of the card guy that can be the head of a show for the most part. And they're just not the same because she's got to do it as a face, like a Stone Cold Steve Austin, Becky Lynch, the man kind of face. And he can do it in any way. He can do it as a face, but it's not as good. But his heel work as like that smarmy, clever, conniving, kind of cheeky heel is so good. Like his Money in the Bank cash in led into the best pre-show promo WWE ever had because it had him on the ramp like it's perfect. That's perfect Seth Rollins. It's perfect. He has to screw people out of things. Oh,
There's one thing that came up in an episode, one small thing where I was like, "Man, what a prick." And that was when they were talking about doing the injury work at Saturday Night's Main Event,
yeah.
and him saying to Triple H, like, "Why do we really need to tell LA Knight?" And it's like, "Hey, man, he's in the match with you." Like,
Yeah.
like Triple H was like, he was like, "I told him, like, no, we have like, come on, we have to tell him that. Like, we
No,
can't
that'll
keep." And
really
it's
screw
like,
you up.
I'm like, "That's rotten, A," and 2, I'm like, "Boy, LA Knight must be an absolute real buffoon." And they're like, "We
Really?
can't even tell him.
No,
We can't even tell him
can't.
kayfabe."
It's a botch master.
Like,
No. And
it's
you see it in real time, right? Because on Monday Night Raw, they have LA Knight now working with the Usos against the Vision, right? Let me say that again. LA Knight and the Usos, that's a total of 3 people. Working against the Vision, that's 2 people, right? Everybody's hurt.
Right.
Like,
Yep,
that's how much they trust this guy. Like, go help the
right.
Usos do I don't know.
Yeah. I'll tell you another thing too, was that you had told me about it before, like, the missed spot section about LA Knight and Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
Not only was that so bad,
so bad.
but that producer, the guy who used to be Abyss, he is like a cartoonish moron. You're like, no wonder things are the way they are right now.
Yeah,
Like, this is just, you know what I mean? I'm like, this makes, oh, this guy's
makes no
brutal.
sense. None.
I have no idea how to lead. Like, no idea. Like, this is wild. So you're just, and then I, I saw the episode with Road Dogg in it, and you're like, what is going on with, like, this guy is like breaking down, just having a conversation, talking about somebody
Yeah. He
who didn't even get fired from the company.
just
Like, what are you talking about? Like,
just friends
what
with
are we
Triple H,
doing?
like,
Like,
this is a guy that didn't understand that you're only here because of your friend. It's like if you got me a job at your new company and you were like, "Nick, listen, just sit in the corner. Don't don't
yeah,
yeah, listen, every once in a while you have a good idea, run it by me first, okay? And then maybe we can talk about it." Road Dogg's not listening to that. He can't not do it. He can't. He thought he was so important. I mean, can we please just remember who the fuck we're talking about? We're talking about the Road Dogg, Jesse James, right? He came
it's
out with dreadlocks in a bun.
just, I mean, look,
Like,
he's smart enough to get a entire back of his shaved head tattooed. I get it. I'm just saying, like, I am like, wow, like there really isn't, like, there isn't a strong infrastructure. Like, there isn't like a young Bruce Pritchard or a young, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like a Jim Crockett, right? Like, none of these guys are there. I feel like that's why Paul Heyman is leaned on as much as he is,
yeah,
because A, he is very talented, but B, there's an absolute vacuum. Like, you have all these goofballs running the back. And you're like, what? I mean, and you think about it, WWE owns that production,
yeah.
right? So what you were seeing was the best version of these people. Imagine what they look like just
Oh,
normally day to day, not through a WWE narrative. You must be like, these guys are absolute bumpkins. How
so
are they in leadership
are you
positions?
telling me? Are you telling me that this is a paying job? And maybe, you know, I don't.
I mean, that's Alan's dream. Alan's dream is for us to be running a portion of the writers' room in WWE. That is his dream. His dream is. So I mean, I don't know. You got time on your hands.
I
They're
have
constantly
time.
posted. I see now why they're constantly going through writers, because they're morons. I
Right.
get it. I get it.
Because
I
they
get it.
have because they have it's not totally their fault, right? They come with this mindset, they come with this ability to write. The problem is they're working with all morons and carnies.
Oh,
And so, like, instead of saying, "No, we will not be doing that. This is what we're gonna do," they're like, "Oh, let's hear them out." No. No.
no,
Like,
no.
it's one of those things, right? Remember when Andy Reid was here in Philadelphia and he used to say things like, "Well, we didn't put them in the right position to succeed," right? That's what the WWE writers have to get back to. They have to get back to, we're gonna write the fucking stories because we're professionals and we know what the crowd's gonna get into. but we'll put you into the right position to succeed. So go out there and knowing that this is the end point, whatever you have to do to get to this end point, do it, and we'll make it work.
Mhm.
Like, that's what they have to do. So, like, it'll really feel to the talent like you're giving them more leeway. Like you give them the leeway for like the Austin 316 says, I just whipped your ass. But really, they told Steve Austin, go out there and cut a promo against Jake Roberts because you just won King of the Ring. Like, we trust you. You're a veteran. Go out there and do
Well, I
it.
mean, well, I mean, that's the way that that is now promos wise though, like corporate cult, like the way that WWE is set up, its infrastructures, they control every detail of everything all the time because you're they're not looking for box office attractions anymore because they want WWE to be the box office attraction.
I
So they control the message, they control how it's delivered, they control the points what whatever. I just looking at it, I was just like watching it, I'm like, wow. And then watching Raw on Monday, I was like, what is this show? What is this show? And even going back to that Saturday, because we were that Friday, because we watched SmackDown Friday, it was like, what is like this is it's WrestleMania season. What is
Yeah.
going on here?
Here's the problem you
What
have. First of all, Netflix is a huge problem. The number of ads on Netflix during that show is astounding. It's astounding.
uh,
They put up several minutes of advertising for each break. Like, so much so that a guy that co-runs a wrestling podcast, is like, that's enough. Like, we're good. No, thank you. Like, I cannot sit through all these fucking ads. I can't. And then you give us, first of all, the last gasp of Penta is putting a title on him. And they do that walking into the arena thing. No face paint, just the mask. I'm like, that's half the. Listen, I'm suspending disbelief in that this is not a real thing, that I'm going to get on board and pretend this is a real thing. The guy that wears face paint every single time he walks in the ring because he's got the luchador mask with the face paint, and then he shows up with no face paint. I thought it was like Dominic Mysterio pretending to be Penta for a second. Like, I thought it was a joke, and it wasn't.
it was for a moment you're like, oh wow, look, it's El Dandy.
Yeah, right, right. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, oh no, 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 no. He's just put a title on him before he's gone. Make him happy, so like maybe he'll come back if you need a guy. I don't know. Like, that guy's gotta go.
They
I sat through the women's gauntlet match, which started off really bad. First of all, this Lyra Valkyria, who was working with Becky Lynch for months, and then was working like with Bailey, like you would think she'd be ready. Not ready.
Mhm.
Not ready. It was a slop fest. She started with somebody good Io Sky. Started with Io
Yeah.
Sky. Io Sky was tremendous. And then whatever, some shenanigans happen, and you end up like where that Raquel beat her up after getting eliminated, and then this Ivy Nile shows up. Ivy Nile's been working with Chad Gable. I mean, El Grande Americano. And she is on all the steroids. All of them. She is jacked. She looks like Lex Luger, but she's wearing a top.
And she's
And
not doing it.
she's not, and no one's doing a torture rack. So
Nobody.
nobody. So then she works Bailey, and then Bailey works Asuka. So it got better because Bailey is a pro. She's a fucking pro. Bailey, I can't believe Bailey's been sitting without a title for like 4 years. And she's the best one on the roster. She's the best. She's just not Charlotte, and she's not Becky Lynch. And like, you know what I mean? Like, she's just there. She's so good.
Oh,
Like, she's seamless in the ring. Between her and
I
Io
just
Sky,
the
you could have a
okay,
WrestleMania
the
match.
2 no, I just the 2 matches to me that don't make any sense in wrestling anymore. One is the gauntlet match, because it's like, wait a minute, if you have all of these same quick matches now, why can't you just why wouldn't these matches always be this quick? Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't like, to me, I'm like, this makes 0 sense. I'm like, you could've and then I'm like and then on top of that, I'm like, when are they fighting the champion then? Are they fighting them at WrestleMania? Like, what is the reason for this match?
First
Why
of
are
all,
they doing a gauntlet
there's
match?
no way.
What is going on?
I think after Elimination Chamber, I think they realized, like, AJ Lee, she can't she can't she can't be in a WrestleMania match. So they put Bailey up, right? Because AJ Lee needs somebody with some kind of presence to wrestle. But Bailey's not a heel, so I think they're going to muddy those waters. I think you're going to have a
Wait,
multi women's match for that title.
wait, is she wrestling AJ Lee now? Or I thought that was for the Intercontinental title.
It is.
The Women's Intercontinental title list.
No, no, no. Yeah, so
Yeah,
like,
right?
so Bailey's a number one contender for the Intercontinental title, but they cannot have that at WrestleMania. She's either going to have to take the title from AJ Lee, or you're gonna have to figure something else out. Like, it's got to be a vehicle to getting Becky Lynch back in the picture, because AJ Lee cannot. First of all, I don't want to see another AJ Lee Becky Lynch match. I don't. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. So if that's the case, and I think everybody knows it was bad, then you have to add people to the picture, because AJ Lee cannot do 10 minutes, and those 10 minutes are going to be bad. So you should probably turn it into something. You should turn it into some kind of gimmicked match for one of the nights of WrestleMania.
I my thought was that the reason why they have Bailey in the Intercontinental title scene for the women is because she could be a Chris Jericho type that really makes that belt. She could
Yeah,
hold it 10 times. She could make it an
yes,
actual
but
belt.
she's got it.
I
Got
don't
to
think
take it.
right. I don't think that right, because there's a women's US and a women's Intercontinental.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So, I think that that's what they're doing is they're gonna, like, we need to put the Intercontinental title on Bailey and then have her be like a Mr. Perfect or be like a Jericho and really make this belt and
So,
make
like,
it worth
do you
something.
do that at WrestleMania? Because AJ Lee's not going to put on a good WrestleMania match. It's going to be terrible.
No, maybe put that on SmackDown before WrestleMania? I don't know.
And have yeah, Becky Lynch cause AJ to lose the title.
Wait, is AJ Lee the women's heavyweight champion?
Is
The
she
women's world
Intercontinental
champion?
champion? She's the IC
So
champion.
she's Intercontinental champion.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Alright. Yeah,
So,
I would I'd have them do it on SmackDown before then, WrestleMania. SmackDown before
you don't have a
WrestleMania.
lot of time. You got to do it soon.
You know, why not? Well, I mean, apparently they have no idea when they're gonna do it. She's just a blank number 1 contender.
Right.
They have no right?
They also
Yeah,
don't
so
listen when it comes to Finn Balor and Dominic, because they're moving ahead with their feud without any type of, like, they had the perfect avenue to start this feud at Elimination Chamber, and they didn't, and now they're starting anyway. So I don't know what the
I
disconnect
know.
was there, but, like, I saw it. I'm just some asshole in Lapsdale. You are in North Carolina. Like, we both saw it. Why didn't they see this? Why didn't they see this and make this happen?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I look at it like, I look at it like that they just they you don't wanna sit here and be negative across the board with this stuff.
No,
You just don't.
no.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not trying to but you're like, the whole show felt like it was on autopilot, and it's like, it's WrestleMania season. This is when people like me are actually tuning in
Yeah.
because 'cause I'm not watching the rest of the year. So, like, I wanna see what's going on. Like, it seems like they have had either CM Punk or CM Punk and Roman Reigns promo earmarked at the end of every single
Yeah,
Raw
but like
for the last.
that's going to be the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania. And that's
Right,
why
but
you
it
have
doesn't. The end of every Raw, it could be in the middle of it. You could open a show up with it. Like you know what I mean? You don't have to just be like, "Oh,
they
this is the
don't
last thing." Like,
they don't think like we're normies. They don't think like us.
you
They
know,
think of the
you have
main event. The main event could be a promo. And oh shit,
even even when it wasn't CM Punk and or Roman Reigns doing a promo, it was AJ
AJ Lee's
Styles
back.
doing a promo
Oh
for
right, yeah,
everybody.
AJ Styles doing.
Every show ends with somebody talking or staring and not a wrestling match. It's just really weird.
So all right, Steve's not here, but we probably have to give him his time to take a bow.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Steve said, and I don't know if he said it on the podcast or if he said it while we were sitting watching Elimination Chamber, but he said that Cody was going to take the title on SmackDown to lead into WrestleMania, and Steve was right. And I mean, just like Steve, take your bow, man. You did it. Like you were right, and they were right to do it. And I was in my Carney Mark chat room with people screaming about it. Why did they do this to Drew? Why did they do this to Drew? And I was like, because Cody is a draw, and Drew's not a draw. Drew's just a guy. He's a guy that works really hard, right? He's in incredible shape. He's great on the microphone. He's awesome, but he's not a draw. Cody Rhodes is a draw, and Randy Orton's a draw. And you have to make money while you can make money. And TKO is all about making money. And I guarantee you, somebody at TKO is like, nope, nope, cannot have this. So Cody Rhodes is going to Mania. He's fighting for he's your champion. He's going to fight Randy Orton in WrestleMania, and I'm okay with it. Like I'm not a big
I
Cody Rhodes fan, but I'm alright with it.
I think, like, sure, why not? Right? Like I told you this a month ago. I'm like, Cody Rhodes is just a walking uncrustable. That's all he is. He just fills the void. There's nothing to him.
Yeah,
Eh, I guess I'll take him. It's there. I'm not gonna waste it. It's not gonna really do anything for me, but it's still there.
fine.
So, just like an uncrustable. Just
It's
like an
like
uncrustable.
it's like when we were talking about Hogan, right? And Jesse Ventura. And it's like Jesse Ventura could not work with Hogan because Jesse Ventura was not a draw. Hogan was a draw.
Right.
And if you're not going to
Yes.
add asses to seats, you don't get to work with Hulk Hogan. And that is
Right.
why, the big thing is Hogan kept people down. You brought this up recently. It's like, no, we didn't.
Nope.
Hogan made money. Mr. Perfect,
Mhm.
as fun as he was to watch, and he had made those funny promos, didn't put asses in seats. So he didn't get to work
Nope.
with Hulk Hogan. And the only reason Bret Hart became a champion is because Hogan left. Because Bret Hart wasn't putting asses in seats. Bret Hart was just a guy. He was
Yeah,
just a
he could draw in
guy.
Canada.
Yeah, in Saskatoon, but not
Yeah, but
not
he's not.
Madison Square
He wasn't.
Garden.
Yeah,
Right. Not
like
in the Silverdome.
I just like the Cody Rhodes era can't end fast enough. And the thing that stinks is that there's not. And this was the thing that I said from the very beginning when Triple H took over was that like, okay, that's great. You got a new head of creative, and let's see what he can do. But as far as I can tell, he has not created one new box office person,
No.
and I
But
still don't see it.
that's where you hit that wall, right? Because they want the product to be the box office and not one particular person, one talent. Someone's got to break that mold. Somebody's got to remind them, like, listen, this industry is built on Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair,
Mhm.
Steve Austin. It's built on the back of maybe 10 people. Without those 10 people, you're done. It doesn't exist. It's still in carnivals across the nation. Like all these billions of dollars that flow through WWE's hands are on the backs of 10 people.
Right. If people are coming to see King Kong, not the people holding King Kong.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's what it is. So I like to me, I'm like, now that Cody Rhodes' run is coming to an end, and it is, who's behind him? Nobody.
Hopefully
There's
Vince
nobody
McMahon.
behind him.
Vince McMahon.
I don't know. But before we wrap this up, we can talk about this next week. But I said to Steve at the Elimination Chamber that there's there's pivoting to AEW quickly before we call it a night.
Sure.
There's one thing that AEW can do right now, because their whole roster is healthy, and they're putting together good shows and good matches and good pay-per-views. They could do one thing that could send a jolt through the entire industry and really bring a ton of new eyes over there.
A
And
WrestleMania
that
4
would
style tournament?
no,
Oh,
no. So you're essentially say like hire Vince Russo. No. um, what they honestly could do, the one thing they could do would be create an on-air power position, a commissioner position, whatever, and make that person Shane McMahon. And people would lose it. And you would get people who don't typically even watch wrestling anymore
losing
tune
their
in
minds.
to see A, what Shane McMahon looks like, what he's going to say, and B, if he says anything about his father. And all of a sudden you have all these new eyes, and then you have breakthrough news that gets into the zeitgeist because it's like, oh wow, Vince McMahon might not be back, but his son's back, and it's not even with the WWE; it's for somebody else. Like the level of impact that could have with Shane McMahon, and you bring him in and you make him a heel, like I own the big leagues, and now I'm here in the minors, and you just have him carry himself like that. Oh my god. It would be absurd. It would be crazy. That would be the type of, like, lightning bolt move that would get
Would
people
be absolutely
watching.
nuts. That would be nuts.
Yep. Yeah, right? That's it. That's all.
Okay.
I
That's it.
think it's a great idea.
All right.
Alright, we gotta wrap this thing up.
Wrap it up.
Alright, well, it was great seeing you, Goo, and, I will try. So what time are you talking to Gary on Friday?
Yeah, Friday, we usually talk either 11 or 12. Yeah, 11 o'clock. We talk to Garrett.
Okay. All right. I will, if I am not on calls, I will hop on, at least just for a little bit.
Great.
But yeah, look forward to hearing
Yeah. Get
looking
there.
forward to hearing how it goes.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Take care. Bye, Gil.
Bye.